Hey guys, it's Sexy Saturdays and I'm Misty Eyez with Queens of the Week. Alright, this week's topic is a Halloween look from a fan. She wants us to come up with a Halloween costume look, including a unique makeup, and share it with our fans. Explain why we chose this look and what inspired you to do it, and what are your thoughts on Halloween in general. Have fun. Alright, so this look, I don't even know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do something with latex. I just went into my closet and found my Halloween bag. And I'm going to do something, I guess, easy for anybody to recreate. A fan, for example. I just got off of work, so my face is already painted, so I'm probably going to do something with makeup into it. But what you're going to need for this look is toilet paper. Is this, please tell me, yeah, this is still good. Liquid latex, a sponge, or a sponge. Whatever sponge you use, you're going to ruin, so it's a one-time use sponge, so pick one of them. This is a theatrical effects thing, cream makeup. I'm going to use that for texture, and then you're going to need blood. And I'm not sure what kind of blood I'm going to use. I've got several kinds. Throughout the years, I've bought many kinds of blood. Different bloods have different coagulation, different color, different texture. You can also make your own blood with corn syrup and food coloring. So I'll use blood, obviously, as well. But first I'm going to take off my hair, eyelashes, and change into my makeup robe. But here comes the Halloween look. Today has been one of those days. I just did most of this eye before I realized I never pressed record on my camera. So I ripped it off and I'm going to do it again. For you. My life, the whole day has been like this. Alright, so what you're going to do first is get a flat surface and get a paper plate, and what you're going to want to do is pour liquid latex on it. I would definitely choose a liquid latex that's clear or skin colored, because it will dry to your skin. Alright, so what I did, that I'm doing for you again, is I just took a piece of toilet paper and put it over my eye, like this. And then you're just going to basically saturate the edges, and by saturate I mean put a lot on it. And there's no such thing as too much. Really, you're going to want to soak it. Let it seep all the way through the paper. And this is going to kind of be like a zombie look. Now if you want it to be pretty, you can also do it very smooth. I mean, I just got off of work and I'm doing this really fast. And Halloween makeup isn't always supposed to be beautiful. Sometimes Halloween makeup is supposed to be very scary and gross.
Shake it off.
Now there is ammonia in this liquid latex, so you're going to want to keep your eye closed underneath. I don't think it'll really get in your eye with the toilet paper, but I can definitely feel the fumes. Shake it off. Oh, it's getting ripped. Let's take another piece. Let's do her thicker. It's already starting to look zombied. Grody. And toilet paper is actually really good for the zombie grody skin look, because as you can see, it really takes that texture nicely. Last year for Halloween, I did a skin coming up around my mouth, and it went all the way up my nose and everything. It was really fun. Now, when you're doing Halloween makeup, or any makeup that you're not used to doing, make sure and allow yourself time. Don't think that it's going to take you what it normally takes you to do drag makeup, because then you'll be late to your booking or your party. I would always, when you're doing something extreme like with latex or prosthetics, allow yourself 2 extra hours, because what if you make a mistake and need to start over? Allow room for error. Alright, this one should be good. Nice and thick and sturdy. Because I want very sturdy looking skin. What I'm doing now is I'm taking the latex and I'm blending it out for my skin. Meaning I'm taking it out from the toilet paper and blending it onto the skin, which will make the edges look smoother. And if it does start to peel up, it's not apt to totally come off, because it's got such a mass now. Because it will start to pull and peel, and you don't want it to do that completely, right? The next step would be to dry the latex. Alright, this is mostly dried. It's a little still ticky-tacky, but for the most part it is dry. Yeah. The look I'm going to try to do, I really kind of didn't execute my edges very clean or smoothly. I should have done them very smooth here instead of quick and choppy, because they're kind of choppy, but I think it'll be alright. But what I'm going to do next is I'm going to try to make it look like this is my skin. So I would go back over it with the foundation. Same foundation that I'm wearing now, which is Krylon 4W. Alright, I did it quickly, but this is basically my foundation, highlight, and contour on top of the latex. If you're a perfectionist and you want to make sure that it's all smooth, you can go back in and like really make it smooth and blend your edges. But the reality is you're not doing it for a high definition camera up close like I am right now, so you're definitely going to see these like imperfections. What you're going to be doing is walking around trick-or-treating or at a party. So these are really not going to matter in real life. But also, creepy skin is scary for Halloween. Alright, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to be very careful not to poke my eye out. I'm going to poke a hole in there. Right? And And this is open to whatever you want to do. You can rip it, you can pull it. You definitely don't want to cut it because you want it to look natural, as in your skin is ripped off. Now don't worry about the makeup underneath. Realistically, you probably wouldn't have any makeup underneath. The only reason I do is because I just got off of work. So while this latex is drying, you can actually be painting the other eye however you want. Beautimous. Beautiful. Now I like edges sticking out like that. I think that is gorgeous. And if you want more, you can always add more. Like, you know, and you would just do that with liquid latex as you did the first one. You definitely want to go much further past your ending point, because throughout the night you're going to catch on things, you're going to pull on things, and you don't want it to completely pull off, because then it's going to be a mess. So make sure you do have a big area. Alright, so there's your basic latex ripped off skin. What would you do next? Alright, what you can do next is, you could do it with many things. You could do it with liquid liner. I'm going to use a Makeup FX, I don't even know what number this is, but it's like a very dark black red. And you're going to basically want to do all the crevices inside. You can do this with liquid eyeliner, you can do this with black eyeshadow, but you definitely want to do the creases and the crevices the darkest color. You want to do your real skin and the latex. This kind of looks like a bullet hole, don't it? Like a real big shotgun or something. I didn't do that on purpose, but that's kind of what it ends up looking like. You could probably put a black contact in your eye to make it look like you don't have an eye at all, if you wanted. I've actually never done this look. Oh, I guess I could talk about the questions. The reason I chose this look is because I was already in drag, and I wanted to do something creepy and scary. I wanted to show you how easy it is to work with latex. A lot of people are afraid of latex, and it's really not hard to do. And I wanted to show you that it's really easy to use a general home product like toilet paper. It's really easy. Alright, so you have the really dark colors in the cracks. Then you're going to go in and use the red color on the other places and kind of dot it back and forth. I'm even using the same brush. Back and forth with the red and the black. Because when your skin is ripped off, it's not going to look perfect. Meaning it won't be all one color. It will be black and red and bloody. When blood dries, it's much darker than you would think. And if you don't have this, you can always use lipstick. Because on top of this, you're going to put the actual blood, but you do want to mix in an underpaint. You don't want all the red to come from your blood, because it will help look like some dried, some didn't dry. Don't I look beautimous? Right? Lots of texture, lots of depth. Black and red. Right? You basically want nothing white inside. The outside can stay skin colored. And the only thing that's left now is blood. I'm going to use the generic big bottle of blood just because it's right now. I'm going to pour it on the same plate. And I'm even going to use the same sponge to sop up the blood. Now remember, the liquid latex is going to dry clear. But what I'm doing now is just getting it wet. Now, if you are putting this on and it like, let's do one on accident but on purpose. Like if you're trying to put it on up here and it splats up here, that's okay, because when you're blood ripping, you're gonna get blood everywhere. You know, you want it to focus inside, but it's okay that it's outside. You know, and that could even help hide your imperfections.
You just want to focus it inside.
Now, when you're dealing with the eye area, you definitely want to use something called blood gel. The reason you want to use blood gel is because it's more like a coagulated blood. It's going to be darker, first of all, but it's also going to dry, but stay looking wet. Alright, here's your Halloween look. It's basically like a gunshot in the eye, or it could be a zombie, or just ripped off, or purge, or something. But before you go into the parties is when you're going to want to reapply blood. You can get an eyedropper and put regular blood in it, or this is the blood gel that I was telling you about. It's going to dry much it's going to dry much more like clotted blood, and it will be much safer around your eyes. It like won't be so scary to go in your eye. But it will try to look like your blood's trying to heal. And it will obviously add more texture and dimension. Just remember, when you leave your house, you don't need as much blood as you're going to have throughout the night. And just keep applying a little bit as you go out, like, oh, I'm going on stage, or I'm going into a new party, or, you know, because we like to bar hop and things on Halloween. So keep adding as you progress. And that could be your creepy, cool, fun Halloween look. And yes, I do love Halloween. Yes, I love scary movies. I think a lot of scary movies are boring. So unfortunately, scary movies don't scare me usually, but I really like them. And I like Halloween because Halloween's how I started doing drag. The first time I ever did drag was on a dare for Halloween. But here's a Halloween look for you. I'm Misty Eyez with Queens of the Week. Loving you, Susie. So, but yeah, that was it.